Is there a reason why you're videoing our personal workspace?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm working on a story on it.
Why do you need our personal workspace, though?
Just anything I can see from public, that's all.
Listen, y'all, these kids want to act up in school, want to go to school and embarrass you, want to make like they got no home training. So I told my son, don't go to school embarrassing no more. I'll take care of you, son. I give you anything you want. I discipline you. But you're going to embarrass me like this? No, so now I'm going to cut his hair.
Oh, I'm going to have to ask you, okay?
Ball ahead.
Hey, do me a favor. Wait for the SWAT guys. Now I saw you were in a restricted area. Now I want your identification. You're not getting it.
Don't embarrass me. I told him, don't embarrass me. No.
I'm down here today in the town of Porter Town Hall. Down here to perform a First Amendment audit, make sure they respect our rights to record in public. Down here, Porter is 2 miles away from Youngstown and 20 away from Lockport, out here in Niagara County. We got the auditorium courtroom this way and the offices this way. We're gonna head to the offices. Looks like they're taking advantage of some electric cars. Might even be harvesting their own electricity off their own solar farm right here. Down here, doing their part to go green, huh? Electric cars down here. I'm sorry?
Hi, can we help you?
I was just taking some photographs of the town hall here, working on a story on the town hall. That's all. I don't need any help at this time.
Oh, you're taking some pictures of the town hall for history?
For a story I'm working on.
Oh, you're working on a story. Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like you're taking pictures of our cars.
Vehicles.
Vehicles and license.
Yeah, that town vehicle back there. A few town vehicles right there.
Vehicle?
Electric. You guys harvest your own electricity for that car? Right off your own solar grid? Is that what it looks like?
The solar is connected to the grid, you know, and we have meters, as most solar is. You sell it back to the grid, they meter power going in and power going out, so they offset each other essentially.
Yeah. No, I thought maybe the electric grid powered your own electric car right here.
Yeah, no, not directly.
No.
Indirectly in that, you know, we're making power with the solar,
Yeah.
sell it back to the grid, and then,
Cool. Thank you.
they offset, you know, the bill reflects that, which is typical of how solar is set up, you know, and most of them are interconnected to the grid
It's not going to get to our time.
today, although, you know, it's becoming more popular to have battery storage systems, you know, where some people will.
Yeah, I seen the power grid electric car. I thought maybe you guys had your own, run the car for free all year off the sun.
Are you with somebody, a newspaper or something?
I'm just a private journalist.
So you're-
Working on a story for myself, personally.
What was your name?
My name is Dan.
Don't want to share the last name.
No, not at this time. Thank you, though. You are?
I'm Peter Jeffrey. I'm the Town of Porter Code Enforcement Officer.
All right, cool. Nice to meet you, Jeffrey.
Nice to meet you. You know, it just makes us curious when someone's videotaping everything.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, right?
No, it's a public building. It just, like I said, it kind of just makes us a little curious because we don't get that every day.
Yeah. Well, when I finish up here, maybe I'll talk to you. I'll tell you a little more about everything that goes on. But right now, I just wish to take my video and I'll talk to you just before I leave. How's that sound?
Okay, that sounds good.
Can I get your name?
Elaine Porto.
You are here? Your position here?
Deputy.
Deputy clerk? All right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so what's that? See. Is there a reason why you're videoing our personal workspace?
Yeah,
Why?
I'm working on a story on it.
Why do you need our personal workspace, though?
Just anything I can see from public, that's all.
Anything you can see from what?
Public, I'm just,
Public?
observing
Yeah,
what I
you
can see
can-
from public.
Okay, well, it's our kind of our personal workspace.
Personal workspace.
Yeah,
Work for the public, right?
right, absolutely. There's some personal information over here that.
Oh, do you? I'll give you here. If you got something over there, if you got something over there to cover up, go ahead. I'll give you a second here. I'll give you a second there to cover it up if there's something. I don't want to catch any personal information. You got a copy of the town budget? I could take a look at it. As soon as you get off the phone, what do you got there?
Hey, what's up?
It's on our town webpage.
Yeah.
My website address here.
Is there one here I could take a look at it?
Yep,
in
if you
person?
take, I don't have one printed out, no, because the
She might.
budget is, it's multiple pages, but if you,
Yeah, usually this should be
you go
available
on the
for
webpage,
inspection
you
right here in
can
the office.
download
right?
it and print it, or any of that stuff. There's a lot of information on our webpage, so it's a good source of that kind of stuff.
Hello.
How you doing?
I gotta ask you, what do you got on your head?
It's a hat I picked up in New Mexico on the Route 66. I was out there. It says, "Freedom isn't free. You gotta defend your rights," right?
Absolutely.
Right?
Thank
Why, you a service member?
Huh? No?
No, I just respect my service members.
Are you local?
Yeah, I'm in the Western New York area. Yeah.
Oh, you're not from down here, town of Porter?
I can't say that.
You have a good day.
You too, sir. Some cool pictures on the wall here.
How are you?
It looks familiar to me.
Might be good, it might be bad, I don't know. Peter Jeffrey.
It was back there.
I don't know where our deputy clerk went off to on the phone.
I've been hired. So, I want to be told.
Caught him here, you did good.
You guys do tax collection up front?
Yes, we do.
Elaine can help you.
Did you have a tax?
Yeah, you have to come back tomorrow when the bookkeeper's here. She has them in her records. If she can
You don't-
retrieve a copy for you.
You don't
it's in
have
her
one just
records.
available for inspection at the counter?
Not at the counter. She's not here. She was gone for the afternoon, but she can get it ready for you tomorrow if you want. She can have her call you.
No, usually there's one available for inspection just right at the counter. You can ask for a request at most cities and town halls. They have no problem displaying it. But you don't have one available right now?
Let me see if she's got a copy. I'm not sure. Let me see.
I'm down here babysitting and I had to get away from my two grandsons. They're
How old are they?
2 and 3 years old, 10 months apart.
Busy at that age.
I left them
This is
with
the
my wife.
germ blaster right there.
Yeah,
Seems like-
I'm looking for
Seems
that.
like my hobby is going to doctors and babysitting, but
Yeah.
Yeah, not quite there. I was wishing I was retired so I could do.
Hey, if you don't have it available, it's not that big of a deal. I just
I gotta say though,
I don't want you to like print it up or nothing. I don't.
Yeah,
little hugs.
it's also on our
all your
website,
problems taken.
Yeah.
but I could have her print you
My
off
daughter
one
lives
tomorrow.
next door.
No, that's all right. Just the fact that you would print me off one right now,
From
that's
3 to
enough for me.
6 right now, and we go
Thank you.
over,
Yeah, no problem.
Mondays through Thursdays.
Picnic area maybe in the summer. Maybe they got themselves a barbecue down here, right by the creek. Some heavy duty cameras up here. I think for this one we'll go in there and have a talk with them. What I just did was a First Amendment audit. I don't know if you guys ever heard of them or had one happen before. Normally I wouldn't tell people that. I agree with this guy. You guys can check it out. You guys might make it up there. Generally, pretty much what I do is just go to public spaces, work on a story on the building, and the story is more or less how you're treated by the employees, that your constitutional right to film in public isn't violating, because the First Amendment of the Constitution is freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, which gives anybody who's standing on this soil freedom of the press. So I can come in here and work on a story. I can video record anything the eye can see from public. And like, for instance, just a little example of like, when I videoed over here, you were kind of like, you know, like, and I say, you know, hey, if you got personal stuff out,
Yep.
like, I'll give you a second to close it up, you know, cover it up, because I don't want to do that. But like, that sense of covering up that stuff, that and reliability is on you. Like, for instance,
That's my personal residence stuff.
yeah, but like,
Yeah.
no, I'm saying like the burden of the burden of whose fault that is. Like, for instance, there's checks in this basket right here. I could easily come up there and take the numbers off those checks. All right, and that would be, you guys have to provide security to the people who bring checks to this building. That's not on me. Like, so like, filming anything I can see from public is constitutionally protected. Now, I'm not going to be in here stealing checks, but like, for instance,
Right,
you
that's why I
guys
got it, yeah.
should have, something like those checks flipped upside down or something like that, or personal information on computers. That the burden of is on you guys, not the person that coming in here, because like, I'm just a reporter. I just come in and work on constitutional rights, make sure my rights aren't violated, record anything I can see in public. And you guys, you were uncomfortable, and as anybody would be uncomfortable. It's It's understandable. So, asking questions, but you guys were polite about it. So, I stopped to have that conversation with you. Naturally, I would just leave, and then I find out who called the police, or, if the police got called, yada, yada, yada. So I don't know if you guys called anybody to come here, or
Yeah, I'm the supervisor.
supervisor.
But you're on camera too.
Yeah, and I respect that. And just like I'm on camera, is the constitutional right to record in here, just as I have it. And I'm not here to, necessarily get anybody in trouble or nothing. Just I go to every town hall in the local area and do this. So, what was your name?
Duffy Johnston.
Duffy Johnston. You are the town supervisor here. All right. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I was just talking to these people here who come in here and did a little video recording, and nobody interfered with my right to record.
You have to let us. You throw us off by doing that. You leave us in a vulnerable situation.
Oh, and it definitely,
Now,
like in the
there's
general
people
news,
coming
general
in the
news
door.
definitely
We have to
wouldn't.
protect ourselves.
General news definitely wouldn't, just come here and do as I did. But like, I didn't come in here and ask for permission. I just wanted to make sure that you guys weren't going to try to tell me to turn off the camera or violate my rights. It's just where that goes. So, like, yeah, I come in here.
You have to understand that there's a courthouse back there and a locked judge's office.
Oh, no doubt. And,
Everything's
you
locked
know,
back there and it's very secure. And
there's laws that keep me out of the courtroom, and I didn't push it going to the court or conference room at all because I know the laws.
Yeah.
But, you know, the supervisors or, you know, town clerk's office is definitely a place that the First Amendment applies to anybody coming in here to record their interactions or anything. And, you know, you guys did pretty good. I don't,
space, like
yeah,
in here.
I can't reach my camera past this
You can't
counter,
here, no.
but I can telescope my lens and look at, you know, what's on the calendar. You know, and if there's something like I was saying, like these checks right here, there's some people's personal checks. I don't know if they're people pay their taxes and stuff. That should definitely be covered, you know, because.
I know all about privacy. That's why I got on you about filming stuff.
But it's not really on me. It's on you guys to make sure that things like that are covered, because you never know who could come in here. You know, like if I was someone who's seen that checks and I was ready to scam somebody's bank account, maybe I could have got my camera out and took some pictures, and nobody would even know, and I would have not out of here, and you guys would have had no clue. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, we knew.
but
Good job, Elaine.
Yeah,
I'm down here
mine,
just to perform the First Amendment audit. That's all it was.
fine.
So.
Yep, that's absolutely fine.
And you guys were pretty decent here, even though you didn't want me so much, and it made you feel uncomfortable. You respected my rights, and that's where I come back to say, you know, hey, I extend my little bit of professionalism back to you guys, not you know, interfering with my rights to the public.
Informing us as to what's going on.
And where does this, you know, freedom of the press, where I can just come in here and work on a story? Maybe there's some corruption going down in one of these buildings, in a public building, and you'd want the press to be there because, you know, say she can't say nothing because she might lose her job. You know, you'd want, you know, and that's what keeps people honest. And the fact that
It's a fine line. You have
honesty
to
is here
somebody's
is.
walking in and taking pictures, and you're looking at the video cameras and the windows and everything like that. We don't know where you're taking them, but that maybe that you're going to come back tonight taking a picture of this. How do I know that? I don't know who you are. I mean,
Yeah, but
that's why I got the call.
Yeah, but you understand that just because somebody might be able to use, you know, footage for nefarious purposes doesn't mean that it makes it illegal for someone who's not going to. You know what I mean? It's a constitutional right to be able to come down and film on public property anything the eye can see. You know, you can't trespass the eyes.
Is the vulnerability of you don't know nowadays what you're carrying walking in that door, and we're a bunch of ladies.
Oh yeah,
for
of
the
course.
most part. We don't know.
And you guys ask questions, you're concerned, and I respect that totally.
Yeah.
I'm not down here to be like, oh, you guys mind your business, I'm minding my business. You know, I understand you guys work here,
Right.
but at the same time, you guys respected my right to record here, and that is the main objective of a First Amendment audit, is to make sure that that is so, and to make sure that, you know, like some I get reports all the time. Go to this place here, that the clerk there she is meaner than a rattlesnake, you know, and I have to go there and work on a story on her to make sure that, you know, and where it comes in is, you know, like if you guys here threw me out, called the cops, you know, tomorrow or the next day after I report it, you don't have any phone calls. You just hear from the public complaining about the way you treated the public, and you know, people learn from that. But that's all it was. I was just coming here, extending courtesy because you guys did not violate my constitutional rights, and I was pretty impressed with that. But I just did want to mention stuff like that and like the checks.
Yeah, no, well,
And
that's my work.
Yeah.
And then you came in and threw everything a wrench right there. Yeah, that's why I stopped you.
you know, but that's my point though. You can't stop me.
No, no, I know what you're saying.
But you like you say, hey, I got some cover, some stuff. I respectful. I could turn my camera, but if I was not respectful, if I was some jerk,
Right.
I still have the constitutional right to zoom in on that box of checks right there.
I think we want to go.
Whether nefarious on my part or not, it's on you to make sure those checks. Like if that lady's bank account got robbed, they'd be looking at you guys. So that's all. So I'll let you guys you got some people here. I don't know if these take care of some stuff. But it was nice to meet some of you guys. It was nice to meet you, Supervisor, as well. Well, Bill and Board and closing. Thank you.
Do you want to put it there? Do you want to put it on the counter? It's up to you.
And that is the building down here. And I figured it's pretty much a pass, but we'll go in and talk to them, make sure they understand their constitutional rights down here. So that is the town of Porter.
Like, we live in a society now where people want to record how they discipline their child. People that might get mad with this video is the people that probably already embarrassed their child. You can discipline your child in their room. Take something away from them. If they act up, well, I'm like, son, you can't play the game.